My friend is upset I told people I knew she would cancel. Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to For the Plot. We're reading Reddit stories today. Make sure you're subscribed below, ring the bell for notifications, and drop a comment after we're done reading the story and let me know what you think. Today's story comes to us from Two Hot Takes subreddit, and the title is Friend, in quotations, upset I told people I knew she'd cancel. My friend Rebecca and I have been growing apart for a while, largely due to how flaky she has been for the last 3 years, since getting into better paid corporate life. It started with being late, changing planned locations last minute, then it became accidentally double booking me with people from her job and having to cancel. Then she would just stop showing up to any plans. She lost that job and friend group and tried to pick back up with me, but I was upfront and honest about refusing to be an afterthought. She made a very big show of trying to be better, got a new, even better paid job, and almost immediately dropped me again. Oh, girl. I wasn't hurt, just couldn't be bothered chasing friendship with someone who obviously doesn't want it. Too true, too true. Recently, she's been really trying again. I have very much kept things at arm's length. Now she only wants to do things with people if they're exciting and very expensive, and it became a real sticking point. I had planned a small trip away for my birthday, turning 30, with a few friends, and she was invited, but not really expected. She immediately began trying to upgrade the whole event, and when told no, became very sullen. That's a really good word. Sullen. No one ever says sullen, so that's like a really good word. I could see the writing on the wall, so gave everyone else a heads up so they weren't trying to plan around her attending. At the end of last week, she texted me to say she couldn't come, vague excuse given, and she hoped it wouldn't ruin everyone's weekend. I just responded, "That's all right. I already told the girls I suspected you wouldn't come after we wouldn't change hotels, so no big deal." I didn't hear back for a couple days, but she just sent me a pretty angry and crying voice note saying my response was incredibly shitty, especially since I'd already told people I thought she'd cancel rather than keep it to myself. Well, like, what do you want her to do? She's going to tell her friends that, I mean, you're kind of flaky, so you kind of made your bed, you have to lay in it, right? And she's devastated that I'd end our friendship over her not being able to attend one event. And she won't apologize for trying to upgrade the plans to make things special. Honestly, I haven't replied yet, but I'm taken aback at that response. I expected sullen silence till the next attempt at contact, so not sure how to respond, but I didn't think I did anything wrong. What do you think? I don't really think she did anything wrong either. I don't think you can really blame people when they become different people, especially after college or getting out into the real world and getting a job and having a life and different expectations put on them. And that's expectations around not only their current relationships, but also their job and career that they've chosen, where they're planning on living, all their other extracurricular activities, and people just change. I think it's totally fine to change and grow apart and not have the same friends anymore. But if you're expecting other people to conform to you, then that's not a very good thing. So I don't think this poster was the asshole at all. I don't think they did anything wrong in any capacity, and she's kind of just said how she felt. I don't think she meant it as a total slam on the other person. Was it the most gracious way to say it? No, and maybe you just shouldn't have told that friend that, oh, it's okay, I already expected you to cancel. It's kind of a slap in the face, but I totally understand where she's coming from at the same time. So let's get into some of the comments. This one's from Fawning and Conning. You didn't do anything wrong. I wouldn't fall into any of her tactics here. Just say, I don't know what to tell you. You constantly cancel, so I let everyone know to expect this from you. I mean, fair point, you know? OP does reply to that. I said it in another comment, but I genuinely didn't even think when I told her she said she was worried about ruining the weekend by not coming. And I was trying to assure her it wasn't ruined because we'd already planned it out, but I can see me telling her coming across as flippant, to be fair. So that's good. That's like a really good response. That's kind of what I said. You don't necessarily have to say that to her. It felt a little bit like a slap in the face of like it's okay, I already told people you weren't coming. Like that's not the most tactful way to say things, but it sounds like OP actually kind of owned up to that and was like, yeah, it's probably a little flippant of me to say that, but kind of justified. I totally get it. Another comment says, she's not mad at you. You told people she'd cancel. She's mad you saw through her before she could play the victim. You called the flake, she flaked, and now she's devastated you didn't pretend to be surprised. She wanted the drama of letting you down, not the accountability of being predictable. Your response was perfect. Don't ruin it with a reply. Oh, very interesting. That has like a bunch of upvotes. That's the 914 upvotes and 3 awards given to it. So that kind of resonated with people, I'm thinking. OP did reply and she said, I had been considering just not responding, but hadn't known if it was justified. Definitely leaning that way after the comments. Honestly, on reflection, I think her big reaction is probably a mix of embarrassment and not knowing the specifics of what exactly I told the girls. They don't even know her, so I didn't say anything other than what I said in the post. But I know Rebecca can be really insecure at times, so I do wonder if that's the unknown that's been playing in her mind all weekend. Totally fair. Like wanting to still appear good to other people, but she kind of played you wrong. But yeah, I don't think you need to respond to her. I don't think you need to get back in contact. It sort of feels like with people like that who do flake and cancel plans last minute, the onus is then moved to them. And it's on them to reach back out to you. And if you feel peace with just letting it go and letting it be, then I think that's a perfectly appropriate response. My darn battery done run out. I had to change it. Now I'm all verklempt. Oh my god. You guys like my jewels? Look at that. Oh my god. I stole these from the Louvre. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Allegedly. To say that. Okay. Okay. Just look cute. She cute. She cute. She cute. Oh no, Mr. Microphone, I'm so sorry. Okay. Guys, I put no lipstick on. But dry lips. I'm so sorry. It's late. Our next story comes to us from Relationship Advice subreddit. And it goes like this. The title is it normal for a partner, male 33, to ask you to contribute to a gift they said they were buying for you, female 33? I, female 33, am feeling a bit strange / miffed about my boyfriend, male 33's Christmas gift. So instead of being adults and talking about it, I'm coming to Reddit first for some reason. That's legit. And we thank you for that. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a story. Background. We've been together for 5 years and have been living together for almost 2 years. I bring in around 80K and he makes around 110K, might be relevant. I've wanted an iPad for a while now, but never bit the bullet due to the cost. He said that he would buy one for me this year as my gift. That's an expensive gift. Who's buying over $1,000 gifts? What is this? Honestly, who's buying over $1,000 of gifts for their partner? Please stop doing that. That's ridiculous. After he purchases it, he asks how much I am contributing. The audacity. Oh no, it was around $1,500. I was a bit taken aback, but asked him to tell me a number and I will transfer it over. He never did, so I just sent him the full amount. I am too old to be playing these games. Bitch, yes, you are too old to be playing these games. This is ridiculous. This man makes enough money to get this for you. Assuming that's what you guys said that you were going to do for Christmas gifts. If you agreed that you were going to spend $1,500 each on Christmas gifts, then I guess that's fine, but that's a lot. That's a lot of money. He said that I was being silly and sent me back $500. Okay, so he was willing to put in 1,000 and she put in 500. But like at this point, I do not want the iPad anymore. If I had known I would be paying 2/3 of it, I would. Oh, I did the math wrong. No more math. You guys, I have a degree in actuarial science. Scientist. And I can do statistical analytics, but I can't figure out 2/3 of 1,500. I'm so sorry. Um, yeah. So she's paying $1,000 and he's paying 500. Oh no. Oh no. Obviously, there was a communication error, but I also do not know why he did not tell me up front. He expects me to chip in for my own gift slash given me a budget. I was going over my bank statements, and last year for his birthday, I spent $750 on a digital notebook for him. You guys aren't even making that much money. I'm not trying to be callous about that. Like $80,000 is that's a great salary for a lot of people. Like that's a really great salary. That is not spending $1,500 on Christmas, $750 on birthday gifts. There's probably an anniversary gift in there somewhere for like $1,000. You're probably going on vacations as well and buying all this other stuff. Like this is too much money. What are you doing? Write him a thoughtful card, put it in an envelope, seal it with a kiss, and give it to him with some flowers from the grocery store. He'll be fine. That's literally all I want. That's all I need. That's all I need. And a trip to Paris. Hmm. I'm leaning towards telling him to return it for a refund and send me my $1,000 back. I feel like both of these people kind of suck. Is that terrible? I feel like they're both like I feel like this couple's annoying. One, for her asking for a $1,500 Christmas present, I think is super annoying and really weird. If you want an iPad, buy it for yourself, especially if you've already spent $750 on a birthday gift for him. It feels like you're expecting him to just get you back for it. Just go buy it yourself. And then you don't have to have the expectation set on anybody. And then you won't be disappointed. See how that works? So I just think $1,500 on a Christmas gift is that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And at the same time, I'm going to tell you that if somebody told me to subsidize a gift that I wanted, they went out and got the gift for me. And then they were like, actually, can you subsidize it for me? Like, can you put in like $1,000 for it? I wouldn't have asked for the gift. That's not a gift. That's a Saturday morning walking around Best Buy and I decided to buy this for you, but actually it was too much money. So, you know what I mean? That's not a Christmas gift. Both of these people suck. To the comments. What do people say? Okay. LOL, what? That's crazy. And he didn't communicate his expectation first. When my husband and I were still dating, I mentioned I wanted an iPad. What is with these people getting iPads? So, first off, they're overrated. That's overrated. Unless you're using it for like Procreate or like some legit studio thing. Like, there's probably 90% of these people are going to read Kindle books on it. Like, why do you need an iPad for that? But I digress. When my birthday came around, he said he could either give me an iPad that was within his budget or put that money towards a higher end iPad and I'd cover the rest. I thought it was a nice gesture to give me the option because I didn't want the higher end model. He communicated clearly and said that I didn't have to contribute to any of it, but his budget could only give a certain model. Totally fine. But he didn't buy it first and then ask for money. Yeah, I think that's probably the key thing here. That's kind of legit. And it wouldn't have been a gift. Your boyfriend didn't communicate. If I were you, I'd say thank you, but no thank you. I'd like to return this, then explain your feelings and resolve it. Yeah, and then just go back out and buy it again for yourself because, like, what's the difference at this point? Am I crazy? Tell me if I'm crazy in the comments for thinking $1,500 for a Christmas gift is wildly out of line. Wildly out of line on somebody making 80K. I don't get it. I think that is wild to me. Next comment says, the fact that he only sent you back 500 is so gross and embarrassing for him. Tell him to return it and send your $1,000 back. Buy it yourself and ditch this cheap guy. It's not that he needs to drop thousands on you. It's the fact that he's saying he will buy you something, then switching up with the expectation that you pay for your own gift. WTF, just buy your own. I mean, she should have just done that from the beginning, and then we wouldn't be in this predicament. So it looks like all of the comments are kind of saying the same thing. Yeah, you're not in the wrong here. You don't tell someone you're getting them a gift, then demand they finance their own gift. I mean, of course. What the frick did you send him anything instead of just saying no and getting something else? That makes no sense. Stop giving into absurd demands. Return it, buy one for yourself. I'm sorry, you paid $1,500 for an iPad. You got ripped off. OP says cries in Canadian. That's kind of funny. Okay, that makes more sense. But that's still like over $1,000 for a Christmas gift, which I just think is wildly bonkers. I just think that's crazy. Like what expectation are you setting for every holiday then? Birthdays and anniversaries and stuff. It just compounds. It's just craziness. Hard pass on that one. Okay, on to the next story. Okay, this last one comes to us again from relationship advice, and it goes like this. I just found out my mom has been sending my girlfriend cruel messages for who knows how long. I don't know how to handle this. Male 36, female 32. Dude. Generally, not much rattles me. My friends call me a stoic, emotionally constipated idiot, and they're not wrong. Which is why we're all still a little stunned that the love of my life is basically my opposite. I've been with my girlfriend for 8 years, known her for 10. She's quiet, gentle, brilliant, an actual whole ass professor, and genuinely one of the kindest people I've ever met. She's silly, shy, goofy in the best ways, and loves to poke fun. I love all of it. I love her more than I've ever loved anyone ever in this lifetime. Stop! But last night, something happened that I can't let go of. My phone was charging, so I was scrolling Instagram reels on hers like I usually do. One of her friends DM'd her. Normally, I'd send back some dumb reaction photo so they know it's me, just a thing in our circle. But it wasn't a joke. It was screenshots my girlfriend had sent her friend, and the friend was trying to comfort her. I hesitated, then opened the screenshots to read better, and I'm glad I did. I didn't even regret it anymore because what I saw, there were multiple messages from my mother, cruel ones, and the timestamps weren't all from the same day. So I don't know how long this has been happening. A week? Longer? No idea. Some of the messages my mom sent. Maybe he hasn't proposed because you haven't given him a child. Men don't marry placeholders. Most recent. This one makes me see red. I can't even imagine how my baby felt. If you stopped dressing like a teenage boy and put on some makeup, maybe he'd see you as a wife instead of one of his little friends. You're keeping him from his family. He used to visit. For clarity, I'm the one who pulled back because of her behavior towards one of my sisters. That's a whole other issue, so nothing to do with my girlfriend. Oh, this poor girl. And this guy is like so genuinely concerned, as he should be, but like this is awful. You think you're special? You're lucky he even brought you home. Girls like you don't get commitment from men like him. Like, what the hell even is this? You're not good enough for the life he deserves. Who says that? And you don't even, like, the mother doesn't even know her. Like, you don't even know her. Oh, reading them made my stomach drop. They were hateful and completely false. There's even more, but these were the ones seared into my brain. And my girlfriend didn't tell me about any of them. She's just been carrying this alone, smiling, laughing with me, all the while this garbage was sitting in the back of her mind. My girlfriend avoids conflict. She hates upsetting anyone. I get it. It's easier to talk to a friend first, and my mom can be intense. She probably didn't want to put me in a position where it looked like choosing sides. But I've chosen, and it's not her I'm angry with. I'm furious at my mother. I'm exhausted by this. She knows how much my girlfriend means to me. She hears me talk about her constantly. I really thought she might actually be happy for me. At the same time, I don't want to make this harder on my girlfriend or make her feel exposed. So here's where I need advice. Do I tell my girlfriend gently that I saw the messages, that I'm on her side, and she doesn't need to shield me from my own mother? Or do I handle my mother privately and not bringing it up unless my girlfriend does? I just want her to feel safe and supported, and it makes me sick that she's been dealing with this alone. I mean, actually sick. I'm just watching her make breakfast, and what's the best approach that prioritizes her well being first? First off, my friend, you're a good man. Thank you for choosing your girlfriend in this situation. It's very clear that she's doing nothing wrong and that your mother is probably a narcissist and boy mom. Boy moms are weird, man. Not all of them. My sister's a boy mom, but you know what I mean. You know the ones I'm talking about. You know the ones I mean. All right. Top comment here. 6,400 upvotes and 21 gem prize thingies. What are those called? Awards. As an older guy who's cut out his mom, you need to do the same. First, you need to sit down and tell your girlfriend. Let her know it was by accident you saw it, but you are glad you did. Let her know you're on her side. Tell her you plan on putting some space between you and your mom. Also, block your mom on her phone so she no longer has to put up with your mom's toxicity. Second, you need to lay into your mom for her shit behavior. Put some boundaries on how you and your girlfriend will be as far as contact goes from this point forward. This might not be popular opinion, but your first priority is to your girlfriend. Family doesn't mean shit when they treat your partner like shit. Woo! Nice. Yes. Personally, I would go LC or NC, low contact or no contact, for quite a while so your mom understands. If she doesn't, that just means you did right by your girlfriend to cut your mom out. Take my opinion with a grain of salt. As a guy whose mom was toxic and narcissistic, I'm a bit biased. Edit. Holy shit, thanks for all the awards. Never gotten one before, not to mention so many. He had 21 awards. And like I said, 6,406 likes and upvotes on that comment. So, really amazing. There's another top comment that actually replied to that one, so I'll read that one too, because it's a little bit of a different take on what the guy said, and I still think it's really good and valid. This one has 2,500 upvotes. Yes to all of this, except I'd caution against using framing like his first priority is to his girlfriend. OP loves his girlfriend. She's amazing and doesn't deserve this evil BS, and he should definitely treat her as the number one woman in his heart that she is. The reason I feel strongly about this distinction is because OP's mom needs to be made aware that OP distancing himself from her has nothing to do with his girlfriend and everything to do with her own bad behavior. Her creepy idolization of her son and her bullying a person who makes him happy through cruel, manipulative texts to achieve an outcome she desires needs to be the focal point of their exchange. I am shook. I could not have said that better myself. I couldn't have said that better. That's like, what an amazing sentence. Like you said, OP's mom sounds narcissistic, so she's going to have a really hard time accepting that she's in any way at fault for the rift. TLDR, OP, I'd leave your girlfriend out of the talk with your mom as much as possible and keep focusing any discussion or questions from her back to her behavior. Yes. Oh my God, is this dude like a therapist? What an amazing response. Two incredible responses to this. I couldn't agree more. You need to take you need to hold your mom accountable. That's the main lesson here, and you have to be the one to do it, not your girlfriend. This is your mother. It's your side to handle. So absolutely amazing responses. Another top comment with 5,424 upvotes. Be honest with your girlfriend. Explain how you saw the messages, how they made you feel. Tell her what you have told us, that you want to support her well-being, and ask her what she feels is the best way to deal with this. She may just be reassured that you know, or she may want you both to address it directly, face to face with your mother. Yeah, good point. Like, you don't know what your girlfriend wants to do in any of this. I'm going to suspect, though, that she does not want to confront your mother about it, given she hasn't even let you in on any of the secrets, right, that are going on with this. I have a feeling your girlfriend's maybe a little more timid and non-confrontational, which is totally fine, because again, it should be on OP to confront his mother about this. Any issues with family members against your partners, even when you're married, needs to be handled by the person whose family it is. If something happens with me and Zach has an issue with, say, like my dad, it's on me to talk to my dad about it, never on the other person. You need to take accountability for your family and your family's behavior. And if you can't adjust their behavior, then you can slow things down or cut things off with them, whatever you need to do to feel more sane. I know we've heard it's kind of a trend to cut out family members and parents and toxic people from your life, but I don't really think it's a trend. I think we're finally taking accountability and allowing victims the time and space that they need to actually handle what happened to them, right? It's not a fast and quick decision to ever jump to cut somebody off, and it's not a remedy for everything, but there's definitely situations where it's super appropriate, and this is probably one of them. This one's pretty glaring. So I hope you loved all my Reddit stories today. I think we had 3 really good ones. I'll be back again tomorrow or the next day. Make sure you're subscribed below. This is For the Plot. We're reading Reddit stories every day. Y'all gonna get sick of me. And join me I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Not really. Join me over on Instagram too, because I'm going to start kicking up my page over there and posting these as reels and shorts. So you can kind of get some more like bite sized chunks of stories and maybe do like some shorter ones over there, like advice style or something. We'll kind of see how that shapes up. So thanks again for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.